Question 9. If 2 log this expression 1 minus square root of x over square root of x to base 10 and to base x equals 0, find the value of x. So this is logarithm. What do you do? Most students, when they see this question, they get scared because of the expression is very complicated, looks complicated. So what you do, just look at your knowledge of logarithm. Okay, so and in your imagination, make the expression or the equation simple. So if I were you, this is how I'm going to start. I'll just write 2 log x to base x equals 0. Okay. So this makes it look very simple. So this whole thing, I've changed it to x. So I can now remember my laws of indices and logarithm. All right. And whenever you have a coefficient of log, you change it to the pi. That's one of the laws of logarithm. So these two will come this way. So it will become log x squared. So this whole thing, we're going to square it. Then, remember the law also says that when you have log x equals 0, the logarithm of a number is the power to which the base is raised to get the number. The logarithm of a number is the power to which the base is raised to get the number. So we are going to use 2 laws of indices and logarithm here. We are going to take these 2 up, okay? Then we are going to use the second one that says the logarithm of the number is the power to which the base is raised to get the number. That will be x raised to the power 0 equals the whatever is here. X raised to the power 0 equals this. So remember, I'm going to replace it now. So after you have done that, you have simplified your equation, you can now solve. So we are going to put these 2 as I said. So we have 2 log x 1 minus square root of x over square root of x equals 0. Always try to rewrite your equation. Then we have log x 1 minus square root of x over square root of x raised to power 2 equals 0. Okay, that's one of the laws of logarithm. Then the next is to say x raised to power 0 equals everything here. 1 minus square root of x over square root of x all raised to the power of 2. The power to which the base is raised to get the number. The logarithm of a number is the power to which the base is raised to get the number. Okay, so you cross-check your work. Now, the next thing is to simplify this. So let's go ahead and simplify. X raised to the power 0 equals 1 minus square root of x squared over square root of x squared. That is equal to, well, let's bring it down, 1 minus square root of x, 1 minus square root of x over square root of x squared. That will give us 1 minus square root of x. 1 times 1 is 1 minus square root of x minus square root of x. Then square root of x times square root of x will give you what? X. Okay, square root of x times square root of x will give you x. Minus times minus will give you plus. You have to be careful here because of the signs to cross-check your work. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times minus root x is minus root x. Minus root x times 1 is minus root x. And minus root x times minus root x will give you plus x. This is where most students will get it wrong. So be careful. Then root x squared. Okay, this means saying x raised to the power half raised to the power 2. Root x means x raised to the power half. So this cancels out. This is another law of indices. So this is it. We have to practice mathematics frequently to be able to master it because there are so many laws and so many things you need to master. Okay, so if you don't know these laws of indices, you will not be able to solve this question. Okay, so we have Square root of x squared will give you x raised to power 1, which is x. Let's simplify for that. We have 1 minus root x will give you minus 2 root x. This is solved. When you are adding these two together, that's minus 1 will give you minus 2. We are not multiplying here. Okay, there is no brackets here, so we are not going to multiply. So we are, it's like we are adding minus root x plus minus root x. That is how I got minus 2 root x. Remember, you are not multiplying, you are adding. Okay, so plus x over x. That gives us what? 1. Okay, so can we simplify this further? I don't think we can simplify this further, so we are going to leave it and write the left hand side. So x squared, x raised to power 0 equals this. So the next thing is to cross multiply. Okay, or rather, you say multiply both sides by the LCM. So that's basically what you do when you cross multiply. Multiply both sides by x. You have x raised to power 0 times x equals 1 minus 2 root x plus x. This way, you have eliminated the denominator. All right? So you can take your time to play the video again if there is anything you don't understand here. So we have x raised to power 0 is 1 times x. X raised to power 0 times x raised to power 1. The x raised to power 1 is x. X raised to power 0 is 1. Okay, so that will give us what? 1 times x, which is equal to 1 minus 2 root x plus x. So we have x here and x here. What does that mean? It's going to cancel out because if we bring this x this way, it will be x minus x. So we have x minus x. X times 1 is x. This x, we bring it over here to be negative, equals 1 minus 2 root x. This becomes 0. 1 minus 2 root x. Bring 2 root x to the other side, it becomes positive. Minus 2 root x, if you bring it to the left hand side, it becomes plus 2 root x equals 1. Okay, so we have divide both sides by 2. We have 1 over 2. Is that okay? Dividing both sides by 2, we have root x equals 1 over 2. What's the next thing? Remember I told you that square root means x raised to power 1 over 2. Root x means x raised to power 1 over 2. That's law of indices, which is equal to half. Now, how do you eliminate the power 1 over 2? You can use this same method. So when you square x raised to power half, you get the number or the variable x. Okay, so you square both sides. Whatever you do to the left hand side, you do the same to the right hand side. So we have x raised to power half squared equals half squared. This cancels out. 2 divided by 2 is 1, or half times 2 is 1. So we are left with x raised to power 1, not x raised to power 0. So x is equal to 1 over 4. And this is the value of our x. Always go back to your question when you are done solving this kind of complex question. Go back to the question. What were you asked to do? If this, find the value of x. So we have found the value of x, and that is our answer. Next question. Question 10. In a class of 42 students, 21 offer history and 28 offer government. If each student offers at least one of the subjects, okay, this clause is very important. Find the probability that a student selected at random from the class offers government only. Now, these are two topics in one. This is set, and then you have probability. So let's try to solve the set first. Okay, so in a class of 42 students, it's very good for you to draw. I like drawing diagrams because it makes my work very easy. It makes my work very easy, and it helps me to understand the question. I told us earlier that when you see a question, understand the question first before you start solving. So I've seen that this is a set question, and there's a clause that shows that some people are offering more than one subject. Okay, so in a class of 42 students, so let's write universal number there, 42. 21 offer history. So let's say this is history, for instance, and we have 21, and this is government, we have 28. If each student offers at least one of the subjects, if you add 21 plus 28, that's 49, and the total number of students is 42. That means obviously some students are offering both subjects. So that is why I drew this Venn diagram this way. There's an intersect. Okay, that means some people are here. Let's call them X because we don't know the number. Okay, so let's just say we don't know the number because at times the solution might be more complex than this. Okay, so when you have a more complex question, what do you do? So what is probability that a student selected at random offers just government alone? Just government alone. So when the solution is very complex, what do? You will say that, okay, so we have 42 is the total. Then we have the number that has, doing government, history alone, the number that is doing government alone, and the number that is doing that is offering both history and government. Okay, so we have all these make up the total, which is 42. Okay, this one is alone without the others. So if you want to really write this expression well, you are supposed to remove the others, like writing it this way is offering history and there is no government, is offering government and there is no history. Then the people offering both. Is that okay? So to find that, we would say 21 minus x, 21 minus government alone plus those that are offering both. So we have 42 equals 21 plus 28 minus 2x plus x. So we have 49 minus x is 42. X equals 49 minus 42, which is equal to 7. Okay, this is advisable when the equation is complicated. But from here, you can easily see 21 plus 28 is 49. 49 minus 42 is what? 7. So 7 people or 7 students are offering both. So what is the probability that, find the probability that the student selected as random from the class offers government only. So to know those that are offering government only, the number that is offering government only, that will be 28 minus 7, which is equal to what? 21. Remember, probability is what we want to find. Find the probability that the student selected as random offers government. That will be 21 over the total number of students, which is 42. If you divide by 21, you have 1 over 2. Probability should be in fraction. Probability that this will happen. And that's why we have 1 over 2. Next question.